Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. We're in Hadith number 26. And this is a Hadith that was collected by Al-Bukhari and Muslim. And the narrator is Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He says, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, every single bone and joint in a human being requires sadaqah every single day. What does that mean? Every single day we have, in a different narration, in our body, in our human body, there's 360 bones and joints and articulations in our body. 360 bones and joints, right? For each one of them, a sadaqah is required. Meaning, how many sadaqahs are we supposed to give every day? 360. We're required to give 360 sadaqah. Okay? And he says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, usually when you give 360 sadaqah a day with wealth, that satisfies it. That takes care of it. And he says, however, there's so many other forms of giving the sadaqah towards the 360 charity. He says, when you reconcile a conflict, resolve a conflict between two people, is a sadaqah. He says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you help somebody who is in need to, for instance, a ride. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave example of that time, and the mode of transportation are actually either a camel or a horse that people mount to move from A to B in their transportation. But if you want to translate that to our contemporary translation, vehicles. Somebody's having an issue with his car, you give him a ride. That is a sadaqah. You help him fix his car is a sadaqah. And he says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you help that person also run errands, that is also recorded for you as a sadaqah. Meaning, you be of service to other people when they need that service. Every single thing you do, keep in mind, with your intention, you wanted the reward from Allah and Allah alone, right? That is not going to go to waste. And he says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, also, when you are kind in the way you address people, it goes down as also a sadaqah for you. Because a lot of times we, especially when people are rude to us, we tend to retaliate with our attitude. If it is harsh words, we usually tend to respond with harsher words, when in fact that is not the case. If they are harsh with you with their language, you will keep quiet and you walk away. Why? Because you're smarter when you understand that by not responding, you are getting the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. By responding, you're only fulfilling the desire of your evil self that is looking to revenge, and you want it to be equal with that person or retaliate. But instead, anyways, kindness of words, kindness of behavior towards others is also a sadaqah. And he says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that every step you take towards the masjid, it is also recorded for you as a sadaqah. It's very important. Meaning, imagine that the steps you would take from your home to the masjid and back, it's recorded as round trip. Meaning, you go from your home to the masjid and then from the masjid back to your house. Okay, well, I drove my car. Okay, you drove your car, whichever way you made it back and forth to the masjid, it is still going down with the increment of steps down on your record. So however many steps it takes from your house to the masjid and back, that's how it goes down. Not in miles, not in kilometers, not in meters, but it goes down in steps, subhanAllah. Why? Because Allah Ta'ala wants to give you the utmost reward by using the small increment of measurements for that distance. Understood? And he says, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when you remove also harm on the road, you see that there is a trash that is on people's way. Sometimes trash cans are on the road, and you stop and you remove that harm. If it is a branch, if it is a tree, if whatever it is that is harm, if that's gives you a sadaqah, then you doing something harmful and throwing something harmful rather on people's path, that is wrong. That is very, very wrong, because instead you are getting the sin of putting harmful things in people's path. By removing harmful things from people's path, it goes down also as a sadaqah and a reward. And like the Prophet ﷺ in the previous hadith, in this hadith is given us many forms of giving sadaqah, because a lot of times we define or we limit ourselves in our perception of sadaqah. It is only monetary, meaning if you don't give sadaqah with money, it's not considered sadaqah. No, the Prophet ﷺ is giving you and I quite the opposite concept, and that is with subhanallah is a sadaqah. When you help people is sadaqah. When you're nice to people is sadaqah. And you're kind in your words is a sadaqah. So with this, it gives you access to so many reward by you just being informed about these access points to getting the reward for